World News of the Week, 5th of August to 11th of August. A compact week in review. Iran threatens attack on Israel. Diplomatic efforts intensify to prevent escalation. Iran has conveyed its intention to attack Israel, according to Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz, who received the message from Hungary's Foreign Minister Peter Sciotto. The threat comes amidst heightened tensions following the assassination of Hamas political leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, for which Israel is widely presumed responsible. Iran's acting foreign minister Ali Bagheri reportedly delivered the warning, citing a determination to respond to recent Israeli actions, including the killing of a senior Hezbollah commander. The United States has raised concerns about a potential imminent Iranian attack, which could involve coordinated strikes from Iran's regional allies, including Hezbollah in Lebanon and other groups in Syria, Iraq, and Yemen.
U.S. President Joe Biden and his national security team are actively discussing the situation, with military and diplomatic efforts underway to deter the attack or mitigate its impact.
Meanwhile, Iran continues to strengthen ties with Russia, with high-level meetings taking place to discuss strategic cooperation. This growing alliance between Tehran and Moscow is seen as a significant geopolitical shift, particularly in the context of ongoing regional conflicts and global tensions. The international community is closely watching the situation, urging all parties to avoid actions that could lead to a wider war in the Middle East.
Anne Frank statue in Amsterdam vandalized with pro-Palestinian graffiti for the second time in a month. A statue of Anne Frank in an Amsterdam park was defaced with pro-Palestinian graffiti, marking the second such incident within a month. The statue, which commemorates Anne Frank, a Jewish teenager who died in a Nazi concentration camp and is widely known for her diary documenting her time in hiding, was spray-painted with the slogan "Free Gaza," and its hands were painted blood red. The vandalism occurred between Saturday and Sunday, prompting an ongoing police investigation. This comes amid heightened tensions following the start of the conflict between Israel and Hamas on October 7. The incident has sparked concerns and calls for increased security measures around the memorial.
Belgium withdraws from Olympic triathlon relay after athlete falls ill following Seine River swim. Belgium's Olympic Committee has withdrawn its team from the mixed relay triathlon at the Paris Olympics after Claire Michel, a competitor who swam in the Seine River during the women's triathlon, fell ill. Concerns have been raised about the Seine's water quality, though organizers reported very good bacteria levels during the triathlon races. Despite these assurances, Michel's illness has sparked worry, especially since water quality issues previously led to the cancellation of test swims and delays in events. The relay will proceed as planned, but Belgium hopes for more clarity and safeguards in future Olympic events. Other athletes from Switzerland and Norway have also reported illnesses, though the exact causes remain uncertain. Ukraine launches bold invasion into Russia, raising high risks amid war. Ukraine has launched a significant and risky military operation by sending troops across the border into Russia, advancing into Kursk Oblast. The operation, involving at least 2 Ukrainian army brigades, marks the first time Ukrainian forces have made such a deep incursion into Russian territory since the broader conflict began in February 2022.
The Ukrainian troops, supported by artillery and drones, captured the village of Sudzha in several nearby areas, routing local Russian forces. This move comes as Ukraine faces mounting pressure along its front lines in eastern Ukraine, where its forces are stretched thin.
The strategic purpose of the invasion remains unclear. Some analysts suggest it could be a diversionary tactic to force Russia to redeploy troops from the Eastern Front, potentially easing the pressure on Ukrainian defenses there. Others speculate that Ukraine might be aiming to capture and hold Russian territory, potentially to use as leverage in future peace negotiations.
However, this operation carries significant risks. Ukrainian forces are already overextended, and this bold move could leave them vulnerable to Russian counterattacks, especially if Russia can bring reinforcements to the area without weakening its other fronts.
For now, the Ukrainian brigades in Kursk have the momentum, having shot down Russian helicopters and captured enemy troops. But the situation is fluid, and it remains to be seen whether this high-stakes gamble will yield strategic benefits or lead to heavy Ukrainian losses. Elon Musk-backed PAC under investigation in Michigan for potential voter data misuse. The Michigan Secretary of State's office is investigating a political action committee, PAC, backed by Elon Musk for potential violations related to collecting voter data. The PAC, known as America PAC, has been gathering detailed voter information through its website, where users in battleground states like Michigan are prompted to submit personal details under the pretense of registering to vote. However, the site reportedly does not directly facilitate voter registration, leading to concerns about the misuse of personal information.
The Michigan Secretary of State, Jocelyn Benson, has expressed concern about the transparency of the PAC's activities and is reviewing the matter to determine if any state laws have been violated. If necessary, the case may be referred to the Michigan Attorney General's office. Legal experts are divided on whether the PAC's actions constitute a breach of the law. Elon Musk and representatives of the America PAC have not commented on the investigation. Kamala Harris names Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as vice presidential running mate. Kamala Harris has chosen Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her vice presidential running mate, introducing him to the nation during a lively rally in Pennsylvania. Harris highlighted Walz's ability to inspire and unite people, describing him as the vice president America deserves. This selection follows President Joe Biden's decision to step down from his re-election bid, thrusting Harris into the Democratic presidential nomination.
Walz, who has a strong record of progressive governance in Minnesota, is expected to strengthen Harris's campaign in key Midwestern states. Since his announcement as running mate, the campaign has seen a surge in grassroots donations, raising over $20 million.
Walz's leadership in Minnesota includes enacting significant policies on abortion rights and family aid, and his approachable demeanor has made him popular across party lines. His selection signals Harris's strategy to appeal to a broad coalition of voters as they gear up for the general election. The Harris-Walz ticket will now focus on rallying support in critical battleground states, aiming to counter the Republican campaign led by Donald Trump.
Investigation launched after tragic Brazil plane crash kills 62. An investigation is underway following the crash of a Vopass plane in Vinhedo, São Paulo, which resulted in the deaths of all 62 people on board. The aircraft, carrying 57 passengers and 5 crew members, plummeted into a gated community, damaging only one property and fortunately causing no injuries among residents.
The crash, captured in video showing the plane spiraling out of control before impact, has prompted a response from federal police and aviation specialists. The aircraft's black box has been recovered, providing crucial data for investigators.
Weather conditions, including severe icing warnings at altitudes between 12,000 and 21,000 feet, are a focus of the investigation. Icing can significantly impair an aircraft's performance, though Vopass officials stated the ice levels were within acceptable limits for the ATR-72-500 turboprop involved.
Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva acknowledged the tragedy, leading a minute of silence at a public event. Aircraft manufacturer ATR has pledged full cooperation with the investigation, as authorities seek to determine the cause of the fatal crash.